Hello and welcome back to Kryptoschnack. My name is Marian, I'm your host today, and if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about the Giga construction site that you're seeing right now. Credit go to Jeff Roberts. And before we dive into furthers information, I would like to talk about the construction site. And you see that we have the first real construction of the building right now. And this is something I have been expecting for a long time. I was hoping that it might happen even earlier, but we see it right now happening. And I honestly must say we do see more and more action going on, and we will dive into that further in the video. If you like that, and if you like to talk and listen to the current tax credits that Tesla is getting for the solar business, and we will talk about the effect of the Biden election. Furthermore, we will look at the fact that Tesla is the most attractive company for student engineers, and of course we have a look at the competition. If you like all that, I would really love to have you for the video here, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And now we can dive in. So first of all, we do see in this construction site a lot happening in the recent days. I'm really positive, thinking that Tesla could actually manage to produce a lot of cars in this factory next year, because they concentrate on this right side of the factory. If you look at the footage right now, the right side, and it seems like the building will be constructed really fast. We have seen that in Giga Berlin, and now the most the work that takes the most time is actually done. If you're looking right ahead, you see that there's a lot of that they actually filled the big hole where the concrete was built in. They are done over there. And we see on the left side, as mentioned, that not much construction has started over there. So the strategy is clearly to build the factory on the right side first and then continue on the left side, even though they have started already making holes and the concrete for the piles ready in the back where we are flying right now. But again, I think the concentration will be on the right side here first. There will be reasons for that, and yeah, excited to see what is going to happen over the next few days. For the next topic, guys, in the United States, Tesla is pushing right now the solar business, because the tax credit that the government gives goes from 26% down to 22%. So currently you can get a tax credit of 26%, and at the end of the year it will turn into 22% for the year of 2021. So connecting this with the Biden election, I do think that we will see a further push to green energy, electric car push, and I think that Biden will be doing anything he can to further bring the United States to green energy. It has happened during the Obama campaign, and I do think they will continue doing that. Despite Trump not being the biggest supporter, we have seen that Tesla has still grew a lot, and has had not many challenges in the past few years. But I think that the government and Biden could even further accelerate the speed we see. If we are looking right now on the footage, we do see that there is actually a lot happening, a lot of changes, and I think everything is now in a path where they can actually construct the building, and I think this is the most exciting part we have all been waiting for. And compared to the time in Giga Berlin, I think they have taken much more time to level the ground, to get the ground ready, as in Giga Berlin. but at the end of the day, the construction site is so much bigger than in Germany, so it is valid that it will take more time. Furthermore, Tesla has achieved to be the most attractive company for students studying engineering, and this is something you always have to remember. It is a good start to be the most beloved company in this area of job, because it's really hard to get great employees that are willing to give everything for the company and work really hard. And Tesla needs those kind of people because they are on the way to dominate the market, and they are not just building cars, and this is the case why they need really good engineers. Furthermore, we see in Europe news papers and newsletters and blogs more and more writing about electric car. In the past years it has mostly been about Tesla, but now you see that a lot of companies have started to introduce new cars, and some of them are already in production, some are not in the production. For example, the Audi e-tron is one of those cars where you see a lot of advertisement, commercials and all that. Just to remember, Tesla is not doing any commercials. They rely on the word to mouth, and they are relying on Elon Musk as a CEO. But it seems like that even though big companies are pushing a lot of money into selling those cars, the numbers are not even close to what Tesla is managing to sell. Of course, the e-tron is much more expensive than the Model 3, and you can't compare the numbers. But I think the ID3 from Volkswagen is the first car where I would say it is a car that could, by the numbers, compete with Tesla. I'm not saying that the quality or the technology or the way the car feels to drive and the specs and all that are going to compete with the Model 3. But I think just by the numbers, if we just take the pure numbers, I think this is the first car where Volkswagen could actually start producing in the range of Tesla. At the end of the day, what is really important, at the end of the day, the consumers decide to buy cars, and of course you can't push people to buy it. But in Germany and as well in other countries in Europe, there are a lot of tax credits, there are a lot of discounts the government is giving to reach their own goals to reduce the carbon emissions. And I think in this case, it is really good that Tesla is about to open a factory in Grünheide, Berlin. And I think this factory will be really successful. I think even more successful as we actually think. And I think it will beat expectations, because just the market for Europe is so big. It's unbelievable. And if they are not making any other factories in Europe for the moment, there is a huge market, a lot of competition, but I think a lot of people that are interested to buy a Tesla. So guys, if you liked my video, if you do like the content I'm doing, thank you so much for subscribing already. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It really helps me out. And again, thank you so much for Jeff Roberts. The link is in the description for his content that he allowed me to share. So I wish you all a wonderful day, and take care.